Hello, people of the RollerDerby internet. It is day 2 of Anarchy 7. We are on our final game, which is really sad, but also I can't wait to go have a pint because it has been a long day. We are going to bring you Helsinki All-Stars versus London Brawling, our host league. I'm Loud and Queer, and I'm joined by kids. Hi, kids.
Hi.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Thanks for having me.
Always. So we're going to take you through the rosters. We're just being joined by Very Cherry, our lovely producer, who's going to be talking to us all things stats and numbers, fancy things. We're going to take you through the rosters first. So Helsinki RollerDerby are playing in white today with green accents. We have 080 Querica, 10 Sylvester, 112 Fuchs, 13 Jemima Lugora, 20 Predator, 22 Malou, 242 Comia, 286 Ninja, 312 Speedy, 4 Paleli, 441 Exard, 57 Yoki the captain, 77 Rutsalainen, 80 Moo and 88 Nutilla. And Kid, you're going to tell us who's playing for London Brawling, because I mean that's your old team, isn't it? So some familiar names, some familiar faces.
It would be my honour.
Absolutely.
In pink and black today we have London RollerDerby, we have 004 Swan, 08 Party Pants, 112 Cat Straighter, 12 Bothwell, 1236 Madge, 1393 Texas Heat, 18 Ellis, 2 Cat Piss Never Clean, 237 Camera Rat Attack, 27 Alley Cat, 31 Valks the captain, number 4 Delta Strike, 474 Wolf, 56 Dixie, and number 9 Beth Lord.
Oh, I've turned myself off there. There we go. It has been a really amazing weekend. I think for both these teams, London had 2 games yesterday, and the nail biter of the day was London Toulouse, and London eventually took the win by something like 10 or 11 points, something ridiculous. They had a great win against Stockholm in the morning. Helsinki have had a bit of a tougher time of it, so they played Crime City Rollers yesterday, lost that game. They did lose as well to. Am I getting this right? Did Helsinki lose to Rainy City earlier? Mm-hmm. They did lose to Rainy City. I've not had coffee for several hours, so I'm just having to check in with Very Cherry. That's why she's here. We are going to jam number 1. We have Ellis on the line for London. She's had a stormer of a weekend, 126 points across 2 games yesterday. But it is Ninja who takes the lead for Helsinki in Jam 1. We can see Ninja coming into the pack, passes a London blocker, calls the jam, will pick up. I think that's 2 points going up for Helsinki. First blood drawn by the team in white.
Nice jam to start the game.
It looked lovely, didn't it? Very relaxing.
I like a 2-0. Nice
Why do you like a 2-0?
It's just a nice, neat, short, clean jam.
Yeah, it's rather, 4 points does seem rather excessive. Let's make it so that jammers can only pick up 2 points, according to Kid. Rules with Kid and Loud and Queer.
I like a neat jam. I don't know what to say.
Who's on the jam now?
Okay, so we have number 4 Delta Strike for London.
And that's Malou for Helsinki. Again, an absolute powerhouse of a jammer who is now on a power jam. You can't see on your screen, but Delta Strike is off to the box for a back block. Second consecutive lead for Helsinki.
If I had a power jam for Helsinki, I would want Malou out there right now.
There's never a situation where I don't want Malou.
So much experience.
There's a great power kill going on there. Well, just as I say that, Malou finds some room on the outside, but you know what? They held her for a few seconds, and that's pretty cool in my book.
London's teamwork this weekend has been excellent.
They have been really wonderful, but of course today they're coming in having, had 2 pretty intense games yesterday, but this is the last game of the day, so they are maybe struggling to find their feet a little bit. Delta Strike off to the box again on a track cut. Did come out the box and jump the apex, but must have not landed it quite cleanly enough.
Well, that was nice offense.
Helsinki's offense this weekend has been really sharp. Like, they just switch so quickly in these situations. But, you know, London took a little while to find their feet against Toulouse yesterday, but then absolutely brought it back. So maybe it's just these first few jams needing to settle.
It's nice to not read like too much into the first couple of jams, like you say, as people are finding their feet.
We have a destruction penalty going to Kamia, the pivot for Helsinki. Malou just put in the laps on here.
There we go.
Ooh, monster jam there from Malou and Helsinki. 16 points, taking Helsinki's total to 18. London yet to put points up. I'm not worried.
No, we have Wolf out now for 474, Wolf for London.
And you know what? Wolf is a very, and I'm gonna curse her now, and she's gonna hate me for it. But Wolf's a very clean jammer. She doesn't like getting penalties. She likes being safe and doing that job for her team. And she had a great day yesterday. 75% lead and a positive differential in both games.
There it is.
There
lead
she
for
is.
Wolf.
I didn't curse her. Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled about that. She would have murdered me.
A little help from Beth Lord there with the offense as well.
Little help from Beth Lord goes a long way. Sylvester is somewhere in there. Yeah, they've taken the star off, so couldn't quite see them. Draw back from Madge in the straightaway, going, come on, guys, calm it down. And Beth Lord with that S-curve offense. Points going up for Brawling. Ooh, what would you be saying if that you were their bench at the moment, kid?
I'd be like, keep it up.
Keep it up, do the thing, don't panic.
8 points on the board there for Wolf.
And we've got Dixie lining up for London Brawling. Now, you've got to watch Dixie's toe stop work, man. It's just a thing of beauty. And that is Speedy against Dixie. Oh, this is going to be a great matchup because those of these jammers love the lines, love using that turn of speed to their advantage. Oh, it's so good.
It's so loud in here. Everyone's so excited watching this game.
Yeah, you can really hear the crowd getting into this game. Of course, London Brawling is the home team, so they've got a big contingent in the bleachers right now and making themselves known. Speedy still working on this initial pass, but a great hit out from the Helsinki pivot, number 4. That is Palele. Oh, what is going on at the front of this pack, kid? What's going on?
Oh, there we go. Speedy's out. We had a no pass.
So Dixie jumps the apex, doesn't quite land it, but does pick up points.
That was an impressive call-off.
Yeah, Dixie does things with style. So we now have a 2-point game, so a couple of big jams from Brawling.
So we have 1-1-2 Kat Strater on the line for London and 22 Malou for Helsinki.
Yeah, and Kat did a lot of pivoting for London last season, but is kind of heading back into the world of stardom, as it were.
Oh, Malou, there we go. Malou took lead there.
Yeah, comes up against Madge, which is not a fun thing to happen, but does manage to squeeze on past.
Madge with a hit out there, pulling Malou to the back of the pack.
Yeah, 2 all of
All
Camera.
by themselves.
Yeah,
as well.
that's very Madge. Both jammers now. Oh no, sorry, I thought Kat Strater had gone on because they've stashed the star, so I didn't quite see them. And a little straightaway leap there from Malou. Goes, I'll have that, thank you very much. London calling a time out. Ooh, I feel a bit anxious watching this game, kid. I'm not going to lie to you. Roller derby is meant to be fun, but it does make me anxious.
I'm a bit sweaty myself.
I think sweaty palms have been the theme of quite a lot of this weekend, even if the games haven't been close. Like, it's just been really good roller derby, and I am fairly reliably informed. Something I didn't quite clock onto. This is the first D1 WFTDA sanctioned tournament in Europe since before pandemic times.
Wow.
So this is huge. Like, what a privilege to be able to come and watch the best sport in the world. So yeah, sweaty palms all around.
Definitely. And Anarchy is a legendary event in itself.
It is pretty legendary, and I'm sure there are people in the audience and hopefully on the stream who have come back to watch Anarchy after a few years hiatus, and we love you for it. If you are on the stream listening in, you can contact us on social media to let us know what you thought of the weekend using the hashtag Anarchy7 on Twitter. Or on Facebook, Instagram, the TikTok, all the other things.
Okay, we have Delta Strike back out for London and 286 Ninja for Helsinki. London down to 2 blockers, but I can see Bethlord on their way out.
And, it's a penalty going to Ninja, a multiplayer by the looks of it. And Delta Strike is called lead. She's got a power jam for Brawling.
Brawling with the pack advantage. They should be able to pick up some quick points.
Yeah, nice hit out there by Party Pants on Cormier.
Great hit by number 4 from Helsinki.
Helsinki are just like gutsy as a team, aren't they? I think it's them. I saw on Instagram a while ago. It's always really stuck with me. They've got a taped line in front of their practice hall that says, "We didn't come this far to only get this far." And you see that in every jam with Helsinki. They're like, no guts, no glory. It scares me. Yeah. Like, it's great to watch, but my goodness, it must be hard to handle on track.
I've also heard about that line.
Yeah. Here goes Ellis on the power jam for Brawling. Some lovely lateral coverage there by Helsinki, which burned 10 seconds or so. But she is lead for London.
Helsinki jammer out to the box with star in hand, hoping for a sneaky star pass.
Yeah, London's pack holding her back briefly, but does complete the initial. Oh, I keep holding my breath here. This is like, bless you. I meant to be showing you the way of stream announcing, and here I am, just sucking my breath in, inhaling.
Oh no, you're doing great.
I mean, I'm talking about my favourite thing with some cool people. Like, what better way to spend a Sunday?
And a bank holiday weekend, nevertheless.
Thanks to the banks. Things I never thought I'd say. We're in a quick timeout, which gives me a chance to run through our incredible officials who have been put in a shift in this whole weekend. On skates, we have McFarlane, Razor, Shugs, Emka, Lucas, Pyrie, Katazos, and Emily of the State. And non-skating officials, we have X-Ray Ted, Hissing Hellcat, Swearwolf, Cluster Schmuck, Hannah Says Who, Emery of the Stats, Dorian Gray, Jack, Blockner's Monster, Cataclysm, and Jassasaurus. We love the officials. If you're listening and you know an official, buy them a pint. Even if they've not been officiating this weekend, buy them a pint or a beverage of their choice. Great footwork there by Dixie. Doesn't quite make it out.
This game is physical.
It is like, as Olivia Newton-John would say, let's get physical.
Number 10 from Helsinki, the jammer near the top of the pack, but London straight back on top of them.
Yeah, that's Swan and Party Pants at the front with a 2-wall now joined by Hammer Rack Attack. Nicely escorted to the outside by Swan, who draws all the way back. Oh, Dixie is lead after 50 seconds of me trying not to scream.
Sylvester has taken the star off again, possibly looking for that star pass.
I will say the European teams particularly, I mean, I know they're all European teams, but the continental teams, I don't know if it's a feature of just the style of derby, but they are so quick to take those stars off. Stockholm in particular this weekend. And now Kamia has the star. She's a real triple threat for Helsinki. Kamia, do not catch her unawares.
You were saying.
Yeah.
That was lovely footwork there.
Well, last time I saw Kamia play was against Tiger Bay, as it happens, kids. So, and I remember her putting in a shifter's pivot there.
There we go, a call off from Brawling. We have 34 to Helsinki, plays 32 to London Brawling.
We have a 2-point game, and this is terrifying. I mean, it's great roller derby, but also terrifying.
So who do we have up to jam now?
That's Speedy and Kat Strater, both on their second jams for this game, I believe. Look at this wall formation from Helsinki, barely giving Kat Strater an inch. Oh, but they do pick up lead.
That was lovely footwork on the inside.
Yeah, just off screen, they did get, they were a bit unsure if they'd been called for a track cut, reset a little bit, but are now in scoring position. Oh, kid, look what we're about to have.
Lead change.
Lead change. If you are drinking along at home, when I say along, Kid and I are on the water, very much so. Please imbibe for us, if you would be so kind. That is a lead change in favour of London Brawling. 36 plays 34 with almost a quarter of the game clock elapsed. And Malou and Wolf nuzzling on the jam line. I think that's the only word I can use to describe it.
I do love to see all the smiles. And there we go. Wolf will be smiling with lead.
That shirt whip, so good. Malou giving chase. The eagle pursuing the wolf.
This is a fast pack.
This is a foot race, the likes of which we've not seen this weekend. People getting back in formation a bit. Oh my goodness me. Felt like we'd gone back in time there a bit.
That was a quick, fast jam. I do love it though.
Yeah, you like to go fast.
I like a fast pack, but it's not always, we aim for slow, but fast can be fun.
I mean, that was smart tactical play by both jammers, I think. Helsinki do outplay London that last jam 4-3. London with 1 point ahead.
We have 2-8-6 out jamming for Helsinki and number 4 Delta Strike for London.
This pack is gnarly.
There we go. Delta lead on the inside line.
That's 4 leads in a row for London. Thanks very Cherry, our producer, for keeping us on track with these stats. Delta Strike with this 1-foot slide round the outside. Calls the jam. Helsinki broken apart a little bit. They're like not in this like really solid tripod that they are so good at. And now we've got, oh God, this does feel like a step back in time. We've almost got a flat wall start.
I have a feeling it won't be like that for long.
I am in tune with that feeling.
It is nice to have that width at the start of a jam though, on the line there. There we go, we got back. Oh, Helsinki with a quick lead.
Yeah, great eyes there from Speedy. Helsinki now forming into this very snarly wall against Ellis. Look at this reformation at the front. jam is called.
I think it might be due to a potential injury. They're just checking in.
Yeah, I didn't see Speedy call the jam, and she would have no reason to when Ellis was still in the pack.
We will update you if we hear more.
Yeah, I can see we can see on camera McFarlane talking to the Helsinki bench, probably explaining why that jam was called. If I could read lips better then, or at all, I would tell you what they are saying. We can confirm that it was called for safety. Yeah, there was an impact to the head of one of the Helsinki blockers. So medics are checking on them.
Thanks to the medics.
We do indeed thank the medics for keeping us safe. So just while we're waiting for this timeout, and we would like to just give a bit of a shout out to Gender Intelligence, who are our kind of associated charity this weekend. They are a charity who work to increase understanding of gender diversity and to improve trans people's quality of life. You can check them out at genderedintelligence.co.uk. You could also make a donation on their website. In between the half as well, you will see some adverts come up. There's a QR code, and you can donate directly by scanning that QR code. Still some chats going on. Looks like we're moving back into position. I want to watch, and you got to keep me accountable here, kid, because you know how excitable I get with RollerDerby and just going off on a tangent. But I want to watch the blocker formations in this next jam. We are zooming in. We're getting this lovely shot on the jam line, and all the blockers are standing around like, we want to do things now. Swan's already going. Look at the left of your screen with Swan and Rutsalainen.
I've been really impressed with Swan this weekend.
Oh, do you know what? She'll be made up to hear you say that, because she's been so excited to play her first game for Brawling.
There's been some great offense from Swan that I've seen.
However, we might have some penalty updates. We will bring you that in a second. So sorry, we're having a chat backstage here, almost. As if I've been backstage, as if we're in some kind of drama. But we are still waiting on this timeout to come to an end. So if you are watching, maybe you're local to London, maybe you're within travelling distance of London, and maybe you think, I want to be as cool as all these people on track. Well, you can be if you join our next fundamentals intake, which is May 7th, so a week today. You can borrow some kits. You can find us on social media for more information. Just Google London RollerDerby. We're all over the internet. And we do hope that lots of people will be inspired by this stream, if they've not seen Derby before, to come and give it a try for themselves. How long have you been in Derby now, kid?
Someone asked me this earlier, and I had to really think about it, but 2011, so 12 years. 12 years.
Yes. That's amazing.
Although I've not played since 2019.
Soon. Soon you'll be back and maybe playing at Anarchy next year.
Oh, well.
That would be the dream.
What an invite.
Wouldn't it?
I'd be there.
I hereby invite you to Anarchy next year.
I accept.
Excellent. I mean, I mean, we'll have Tiger Bay back, is what I'm saying.
So there's still a little delay, but everyone looks very happy about it. Some chat on the jam line. You've got to love the smiles. And we are set to go.
So I believe that the Helsinki skater has left the medics, and it might have been that 2 medics were checking them out. And of course, you have to have 2 medics to have their eyes on track at all times. Malou with the start against Dixie. Malou finds the outside line with a hop and a skip. Dixie temporarily snarled up, but twinkle toes. No, they twinkle toes just outside the tape. It's a track cut for Dixie. A power jam for Helsinki.
So you can see Helsinki getting set up now to play some group offense.
London speeding the pack up. Malou just taking advantage of that spacing. But a multiplayer called on Malou. Oh, the rarest of penalties for a jammer. Although that was called in an earlier game. What happens, Kid, when a jammer goes to the box, but another jammer is already sat?
Good question. So the jammer gets released once the other jammer goes into the box, basically for a lovely flow of the game. We don't want 0 jammers on track.
I mean, as a blocker, I would love that. That would be great. Yeah, so we do now have a 2-minute jam. Neither jammer eligible to call the jam when they're on track. Dixie ping-ponging a bit around the Helsinki blockers. And notice how Helsinki are trying to split London apart into these kind of wand formations.
They're doing a good job at it as well. They do have good offense.
Let's see what they do in this scenario. Kame Rakitak calling her pack to the back to catch Malou and take some space away from them. Ooh,
That felt like a very long jam to me, and I'm not even on track.
look at this score, Kid. Look
2
at
points.
this score.
I feel like it could be like this, perhaps?
The whole way through?
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. After London to lose yesterday, I could really not. I could really do without it being that stressful. But at the same time, we love a tight game. Who have we got out jamming for us?
We got Wolf out for London and 286 Ninja for Helsinki.
Oh, Wolf with one to beat. She's through for lead. Oh, that little space on the inside was just all she needed.
We've had a star pass for Helsinki, and Wolf's back into score.
Wolf comes up against 286. That's Ninja now turned blocker. Ooh. Oh my God, this game, the lead changes. London back in front by 1 point. I'm very tense. If somebody could send me recommendations for a good massage therapist.
I've seen some here.
They are here, but they're not coming to me.
I summon them.
I'm going to need to get this unwound.
Delta strikes back out for London.
London in a 3-wall crush at the start of that jam, backing up on Helsinki, and it does work in their favour. And we've had a star pass now to Ruotsalainen. She put a real shift in Helsinki's earlier game.
Now I wonder if London will run this. Nope, they decide to call. I guess it's pretty close.
I think this is now where the tactical aspects of being a bench really come into play, because you don't want Helsinki jammers or Helsinki pivots turn jammer to run it long. You just can't risk it. If you've got the lead, conserve it. even, don't stretch it out, just keep it. Oh, Wolf and Malou now. Wolf out for 2 out of 3 jams, I think, because she has had considerable success so far. But Malou not taking any prisoners, picks up lead for Helsinki.
And we have Wolf back out again. Is that?
Twice in 3 jams.
Yeah, that's the one.
But there goes Beth Lord with the star pass. No time to put points up, but does force the call from Helsinki. It's a 1-point game. I hope people are imbibing some beverages at home on our behalf, because I really wish I was. I'm going to have some water.
And it's very low scoring as well, considering there's 9 minutes left in this half.
And that has been characteristic of a few games this week, and there's then been a couple of runaway games in the second half. But yeah, this is testament to how well matched these two are. Nice quick switch from London there, who started at the front of the pack, moved back. Oh gosh, it's Helsinki who's lead, but Dixie is inches behind.
So Helsinki trying to get one, seeing it's not quite going to happen and calling off, which is smart when the game is this close.
Yeah, Ninja looking to their mirror bench going, no, I'm not going to chance it.
I do love a close game when it comes to strategy and just how tight you have to be on those call-offs.
Yeah.
It could be a make or break.
And these blockers also being very tight together on the jam line. There's not any of this kind of, let's start the pivot line and roll back. It's let's take up as much space as we can. Our wonderful producer, Very Cherry, tells me that London and Helsinki are equal in terms of their lead jammer status, which is so clearly reflected in the score. And Kat Strater now lead for Brawling. We've had a star pass off to Comia. And London running this, because you can see London have only got 2 blockers on track, now 3.
Now 1.
Madge with the takeout on Comia, and Kat Strater now defaulting to some defense. Yeah, so Helsinki able to take some advantage of that situation. So even though Kat Strater was lead, Helsinki put up 8 points. Brawling put up 4, which is another lead change. I'm not mathematically computing with this at all. My brain is soup. But I think this is testament to how well trained Helsinki's pivots are. Like, they do not struggle when they are put out to jam.
And Delta Strikes out for lead now. Malou almost out, and there we go.
Yeah, Malou stashed the star, makes it past Camerat Attack and Swan after a bit of hassle.
A long recycle from Helsinki, forcing the call off there. But Delta had picked up 3 points before that recycle.
That makes it a tied game.
Dun, dun.
The crowd are enjoying this. I'm sure I get this image of lots of people at home just screaming at their screens, because I know that's what I'd be doing if I was watching this on stream right now. Again, a shift in formation off the jammer line. So Helsinki at the front, London switching to the back. Fairly last minute. Ellis wearing the star for London. Ninja for Helsinki. And Ellis is called lead off screen. Whistles going everywhere. That's to the Helsinki pivot. But a forearms now going to Ellis, so it's a power jam for Ninja. Oh, I can barely breathe again.
I think I'm a bit speechless actually here.
Yeah.
Probably not good in this position.
I mean, sometimes it's better for the announcers to not talk. Feedback I have constantly. Madge and Ali Cat with the drawback, killing the seconds off this power jam. Cormier coming in with that shielding offense. Ellis re-entering play now. Power jam expired and 36 seconds to play with.
This is such good work from both teams. I mean, I can't tell what's going to happen, if I'm honest.
The kind of lateral backwards movements of both these blocking formations are really killing the jammers' roller. Neither jammer is able to use their speed to their advantage. And these are both really fast jammers.
This is where patience comes into it. As
I
a
have no
jammer.
patience.
You know the daylight's going to come, but you've got to kind of bide your time.
Yeah, absolutely sterling work from the blockers in that jam on both sides. But we do have London Brawling 4 very hard fought points there from Ellis and her pack. No points for Helsinki in that jam, but this is anyone's game at this point, kid, isn't it?
100%.
And
I don't think I've ever felt it more.
I think you're right. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, no, we have a correction to the score because, you know, this couldn't be tense enough. So Helsinki actually picked up 3 points in that jam. So we're still at a 1-point game and I need a drink. I'm just going to say it.
Do you need a drink?
I really do. And you know what is going to make that even worse is that we are currently in an official review. So you can see London's bench, Dottie has called an official review. I'm really enjoying this little shot of the zebras. And now, oh, if we watch, Brawling are going to do that. Helsinki applaud. They're like, oh, look, dinner and a show. So
there's good vibes down there.
it is good vibes. And I do like how, even though this is a very high-level tournament, there has been a good amount of silliness and real friendliness between the teams. Like, nice camaraderie. Very much let's play roller derby together and go to the after party later.
I still think it's that post-pandemic vibe, right? We're just so happy to be here and getting to do this again.
Yeah.
At least I am.
I'm thrilled by it. I'm thankful for it every day. You might be able to hear the crowd on your stream. We can hear it through our microphones, but they are having a lovely time.
You can hear it through your microphone.
Some posing for pictures now. Just in their spare time, you know.
Yeah, it's fine, guys. It's not like we're on a clock or anything.
I bet that will be a great picture, though. One for the wall.
Do a shout for the photographers.
We would like to instantly give a massive shout out to people like our photographers who have been showing us our best sides all weekend, as well as all our officials, volunteers, medics, NSOs, our tech people, our lovely people who've brought you the stream, DJs, coaches, skaters, track repair. You know, it takes a village to put this event on, or it takes a league. We are back on track with a full complement of blockers and jammers, so I can assume that official review from London was did not have an impact. Swan throwing some gorgeous offense in there for Delta Strike, who picks up lead for London Brawling.
Delta is an inside line wizard.
She is an inside line wizard. And speaking of wizards, Ritzalainen, has received the star for Helsinki, battling against Party Pants and Kamarak Attack. London have had 4 leads in a row now, but Delta knows how important it is to play this safe and careful.
Lovely offense. What are we looking at?
That's at least 2 going up for London. Yeah, takes them to 69. Helsinki at 66. With 2.5 minutes in this half. I feel like I need to lie down during half time. I don't know how the teams do it. Helsinki have been held scoreless for 4 jams now. So even though it's an incredibly tight scoreline, momentum is in London's favour. But a forearm called on Wolf. So a power opportunity now for Malou, still on the initial. But does now pick up lead jammer status. A crush there. Yeah, Helsinki doing a nice job of kind of, you know, rather than clearing London out, almost crushing them in and then moving them apart, which is really smart offense. I don't know how it works, but it looks like they do.
They did an almost out-to-in sweep, so kind of like the S-curve offense you mentioned earlier as an individual, but as a team, which is hard to perform, if I'm honest, but they do it well.
Wolf back on track, power jam has expired, and the star pass goes to Beth Lord. Malou takes a seat after an apex jump, big smiles on their face. 8 points. Putting them at 74, another lead change. Oh, my nerves.
How many is that now?
Do you know what, kid? It's probably best that we don't count. Our producer, Cherry, has just given us a look as if to say, don't ask me questions in this economy.
It was rhetorical, don't worry, Cherry.
It wasn't rhetorical, Cherry. Tell us, how many lead changes are there?
10.
Approximately 10. Who knows?
10 shots, so 10.
My nerves are shredded.
So that's 286 Ninja with lead for Helsinki. Every lead counts now. I mean, it always does.
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like it's every jam is a game changer.
Exactly.
Delta strike being drawn back by Jemima Lugora, who does pick up a direction penalty. So Delta free to complete the initial. Ninja with 4 on the pass.
We have a small pack now, so this should make Delta's job.
A mini pack.
Yes.
Yeah, so some penalty trouble heading London's way. We have a couple of them on 3 penalties, 1 on 5. Which is Party Pants, and she's a real like stalwart in that wall. Like, she is glue. So hopefully she'll be back on track a bit more in the second half. We are going into intermission now, so we all need to go take some deep calming breaths. I need to go take some deep calming breaths. It's 78 to 73 in this last game of Anarchy 7. Don't go too far. Come back to us in about 12, 13 minutes for the final half of this game.
I'm going to have
Welcome back to the last game of Anarchy 7. 10th game this weekend, and what a nail-biter to finish on. We have Helsinki All-Stars just in the lead. It was 78, London Brawling at 73. It has been a time.
It has been a time, and we've had multiple lead changes of which we can't count.
Yeah.
And here we are. That's 5 points in it.
Do you want to talk about the leads and the penalties and things for London?
Let's do it, yeah. So we've just been looking at some stats with thanks to Cherry, and London have had lead 11 times.
And Helsinki have had lead 9 times. There have been a few jams where there was no lead for either team.
Penalties, we have 22 for London.
And 14 for Helsinki. Helsinki are playing a really clean game. Like, I'm really admiring it. And then we've had 3 power jams for London, but 5 for Helsinki. So, put it this way, it's a very even game. I think it would be harder to find a more evenly matched pairing. You've got a miniature pack on the line. That's Wolf wearing the star for London. She does pick up lead for Brawling with only one Helsinki blocker operating on track. Malou does now complete the initial. Wolf with an easy ride round.
You can see there how London pinched the wall into the inside of the track, leaving at least 2 lanes of space on the outside.
And that is what you want as a jammer, isn't it? Like, I don't want to touch the blockers. I want to skate laps.
Exactly. Nobody touch me. Dream.
Do not perceive me. Do not look at me. Let me skate. So a slightly bigger pack now. We've got 4 on 3 in favour of London. Delta Strike, and I think that's Ninja. I could be wrong. No, it's Nutias who does make it out for lead.
Ooh, another pinch to the inside from London there as offense. Getting Delta Strike out.
Yeah, but Nutilla blasting through. London at the back calls the jam.
You can see there the Helsinki jammer just found a tiny bit of daylight between those 2 blockers and went for it.
Yeah.
With gusto.
Fast and furious couple of jams to start us off in the second half.
The pack's a bit more spread out now. Helsinki moving up to the pivot line.
Yeah, not a strategy we've seen a lot of this weekend.
No, I agree. It's been a lot of jam line squished starts, the official term.
So we have Ellis wearing the star for London. Hop, skip and a jump. And I think that is Ninja in pursuit. Ellis comes into the pack, calls it quickly.
Helsinki did a good job of shutting down London's offense then by spreading out a bit wider across the track, which meant it was more difficult to play that offense.
You are so right. I love it when you talk about RollerDerby, kid. It makes my heart happy. 2 hard-fought points there for London, 3-point spread. And for the first time this half, all blockers on track.
London are loving that back line.
Yeah. Dixie loves a toe stop. Speedy also living up to their name.
We have a jammer race.
And what are London going to do here? They've got 3 points behind.
Well, the pack are racing also.
What is this, 2003?
We're just doing laps now.
Yeah. Dixie loves to skate fast, so that's fine. London hanging at the back there. Helsinki at the front. And now setting up.
Yeah, that was smart by Helsinki. When the pack's moving that fast, it can be really hard to contain a jammer on impact, but they slowed it right down, got into their tripod and managed to hold them to 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point picked up by Helsinki there, so
Correct.
yeah, really nice work there.
And 0 for London.
Nice little shot of Malou and Wolf on the jammer line. You know, stylistically, like both quite similar, like really strong, agile jammers. Malou's lateral movement, really lovely there. But it's Wolf who finds the space to pick up lead. How did she manage that? It was so quick.
Yeah, both teams seem to be favouring a 3-and-1 style play. So we have 3 on defence, and then 1 often leaves to go and play offence. So yeah, they're quite similar.
Wolf takes a quick seat to the inside, pops back up. Does call the jam, picks up 3 points. What have we got, kid?
We've got a tie game.
I've got anxiety, all caused by this game.
So you know what this means. None of the game counts. We're starting from scratch.
That's a horrible way of thinking about it. Oh my, you're a monster.
It depends. It can be positive sometimes. If you think jam one, let's go. Sometimes that can switch your mentality a bit, but obviously they've played for half an hour. And
we have a foot race at the front. Delta Strike picks up lead, and the Helsinki jammer picks up a penalty of some kind that I did not see. We're on a power jam.
London favouring to hold a blocker at the back there to keep the pack at the back, giving Delta that time to push it out at the front.
It was a back block going to Nutia there. And bench tells Delta to call it, icing the jammer in the penalty box. We've got another lead change. I'm losing my mind. Brawling at 90, Helsinki at 87. And once again, London putting out Ellis for this power start, which did work for them last time.
And I think that was a smart move to hold that jammer in the box to freeze them there.
They have fewer than 10 seconds as they are standing. Ellis with 1 to beat, now 2. Picks up lead but has to reset. What happened there, kid? Oh my goodness.
There was a lane open, well, I wouldn't call it a lane, a tiny bit of space on lane 4 that Ellis just flew up.
Ellis doesn't need a lot of space. She's hitting her stride now. This lovely lateral formation from London. Look at how they switch positions in that wall.
Really dynamic, great movement, covering the whole track. Not taking any risks on those lines, pushing all the way to the edge.
I'm just speechless. London have broken the century mark. Ellis has 12 points on the jam, shows no sign of slowing down. Nutia
This could
does
be
complete.
a real momentum shift for the game.
Ellis looks to her bench, who says, nope, keep going. Because London are in some penalty trouble. Alley Cat and Texas Heat looking to disrupt Helsinki, but not having a huge amount of success.
London are down to a 2. It can be difficult to know where to focus your attention when it comes to offense and defense.
Great one-on-one hold there by Alley Cat on Nutilla. But Helsinki also doing a fabulous job of holding Ellis back. Oh, my nerves. That is, I think, the biggest jam of the game so far. Cherry will confirm that for us. 19 points for London Brawling, 12 for Helsinki, so a net gain of 7 for London.
We have another small pack to start this jam with 2-on-2 blockers.
And there's some howling going on in the crowd for Wolf. Party Pants and Kamarak Attack try to hold back Malou. Don't quite manage it.
Malou did a really great job of moving them to the outside and then gunning up the inside line.
Yeah. Flying into the pack now is Malou and Wolf, both in scoring position.
Wolf has a great way of using a blocker's momentum to propel them forward.
Beautiful takeout by Alley Cat on the outside with Malou drawing all the way back. And I'm waiting to see if Helsinki did score any points. 4 in that jam, 4 for Brawling as well, and we're in a time out. This seems like, and I'm not, Cherry, I'm not going to ask you to clarify this for us because frankly it's been a long day, but this seems, it feels like one of the biggest differentials we've had, 14 points. We had those kind of 2 initial jams where Helsinki kind of went out in front, and then London answered that with 2 big jams.
I think you're right. I think there was like a 12 maybe at one point, a 12 differential, but yeah.
This game or all over?
Just in this game.
Right, okay.
Yeah, just checking in with Cherry there. Cherry going, this game or this whole weekend? I was like, I'm asking you to clarify that for me, my lovely. That's too many stats for one person.
So you're correct. Yeah.
Got a nice shot of our crowd there who have been, you know, really good vibes this whole weekend. It's hot in this hall. It's loud. It's emotional. And we're having a little jammer hug on the jam line between Kat Strater
And another player pivot start, but we're back to the jam line.
Ninja. Ali Cat, Madge, Beth Lord taking Ninja out. Up front, Madge sent to the box for the trouble, but the drawback has shaved off some seconds from Ninja. She does pick up lead now for Helsinki.
And we've had a star pass to Beth Lord, a very experienced pivot. I do wonder if Helsinki will run or call this.
No, they're calling it. They've seen Beth Lord before. They know she's not somebody that you want jamming. Great work there from Helsinki. 4 points picked up. It's a 10-point spread.
The bench calls are going to be imperative now. Yeah, moving forward. And also the clock, making sure we're making the most of the clock.
And you know what? The London bench did an impeccable job, particularly in the last quarter of the London-Toulouse game yesterday in that respect. Helsinki haven't had to call such a tight game yet this weekend, but they are super experienced.
Yeah.
Who's got lead? That is Speedy for Helsinki. Dixie still on the initial.
We have 2 solid tripods from each team.
Yeah, the speed of this lateral coverage. I think that's Predator anchoring that pack for Helsinki. Nice hold here from London in the apex. And Speedy does call the jam, not making much purchase on that wall, but picks up 4 points.
London starting with 4 blockers and Helsinki with 3.
And London really need a momentum shift here. Helsinki have had lead in the last 2 jams and have held London scoreless in the last 2 jams as well. Ellis coming up against Predator and Ruotsalainen.
You can see Alice challenging the links there, challenging those arms. I love to see that.
London in full defense mode at the back, and a great decision there by London, who keep Beth Lord shielding Nutilla, gives Ellis the lead and the control. Again, that benching that you were referring to, that, you know, don't have ego, don't just leave your jammer out there running because, you know, they can. You've got to play the long game here.
100%. We'll take a 0-0 right now.
I'd take a drink right now. I know I keep talking about that, but honestly, I feel like it would relax me, but I'm a professional, so I'm on the water. Wolf wearing the star for London, and Malou, this old matchup.
Wolf doing a little jammer D off the line there, just making sure London were happy. Oi! We had a one-hand down.
That is unbelievable work there by Wolf. Just so precise with that one hand down. Oh my goodness. You know what we've got? We've got a power jam. Malou's gone to the box for a multiplayer. And they are going to ice Malou in that box. And that will be almost the full 30 seconds, I think. Ooh.
Is that a good idea?
To be honest, and I'm not a bench, so I'm not a bench at this level. I don't know how I feel about icing Malou in the box.
I wonder if it was.
Well, that proves me wrong, doesn't it? I'm wrong. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I would never. I'll never say anything again about decisions. That was great work from London. And Kat Strater is on a roll.
A quick scoring pass with a lovely inside line sweep there.
London leaving Beth Lord up front. And a brace tripod catching Malou at the back. Ali Kat fighting off Camilla, who has, I believe, received the star. She has received the star. Malou is now an operative blocker.
Madge is putting in some work for London.
Madge always puts in some work for London. She's calming her pack there on the camera. Oh, I did the thing where I held my breath again.
You should breathe. I
should.
hear it's useful.
I hear it is useful for staying alive, but this, that I absolutely eat my words. Putting out a power start there, really trusting the blockers in London to get that jammer out quickly was a superb decision.
Sometimes you just got to risk these things as well.
I don't like risk. I've never gambled. I've been to Vegas for RollerCon and I didn't gamble once. That's not who I am, but I'm glad it's who Brawling is. Delta does pick up lead, but takes a big old fall and calls the jam again. Smart decision there.
Yep, Delta had a little tumble, which meant she was sucked back into the pack. So, yeah, very wise to call it off to ensure Helsinki doesn't come around and take some points.
No points for Helsinki in that jam and no points for London.
And we save a bit of time. And at this point, the clock is our opponent.
Isn't the clock always our opponent? In life. Well,
it's
in
true.
RollerDerby as in life. So just having a quick glance at penalties, both teams still playing relatively clean. We had one player in London on 5 penalties at the end of the last half, and they're still holding at 5, so they've managed to keep themselves there. We have another London player on 5, that's Ali Kat, but do you know what? She has been phenomenal in her wall, so dynamic with her movement. So you wonder if it's any of those worth it penalties. Did it have, did the penalty have the desired impact?
Yeah,
and it does, the game?
And it depends as well how much you're out there. The more you're out there, the more chance you happen to have a penalty. So you've got to read the stats sometimes with a bit of.
Yeah, they're both very high rotation blockers.
That's the words.
Yeah,
I know done this before.
Yeah, wouldn't think so sometimes, would you? There's 28 penalties on the London side, 24 in Helsinki, so evenly matched in penalties as in points. Ellis and Nutella with the stars.
You can see that both teams are playing one offense, which sometimes is causing the pack to split a little, which they definitely need to watch so they don't pick up any of those destruction penalties.
So Nutella picks up the lead, but London very quick with that star pass. So Helsinki picking up 4 in that jam. We have a 12-point spread. London still inches in front. I've never felt less relaxed in my life, as it should be on the last game of a major European WFTDA sanctioned tournament in which the players are competing for rankings. I shouldn't be relaxed.
And this second half is flying by. How is there only 13 minutes left?
Time is an illusion, and I hate it. Wolf and Malou jamming. Party Pants with a big leap, but doesn't quite catch Malou. Wolf not far behind. And Malou goes, no, thank you.
Yeah, another smart call.
Well, I mean, I'm making noises here. Do you, if you're 12 points behind and you've got one of your strongest jammers out there, do you run the jam? Do you risk it?
I think they probably called it because Brawling have got one in the box potentially. But again, it's one of those calls. We got 12 minutes, 12 points. Could go either way. This is the thing sometimes.
Far be it from me to question the bench, because we all know I get that wrong. We have Cat Strater and Ninja. Ninja with a big hit on Beth Lord there. And does pick up lead.
3 in a row for Helsinki.
That's 3 leads in a row for Helsinki. London's wall going to work.
So London's wall got squished into Helsinki's then, which again opened up a little space on the outside line there, which the jammer exploited in a most lovely way.
And Cat Strater against a full defensive formation here, with Ruotsalainen dropping back now to offer some offense. No pivot on track at the moment for Brawling. The pivot, Beth Lord is in the box. Great reformation there from Madge and Alley Cat, shaving seconds off Ninja's roll.
We saw an attempted fake star pass from London.
Yeah, nice eyes there, kid, because I was like, where's the star? Why isn't Beth jamming? Oh, wait, it's because Cat's still got it.
Helsinki using their smart, so they kind of saw it happen and stopped the jammer on the inside line.
Look at this low, slow, grindy, gnarly derby. It is delicious. And by delicious, I mean horrible for my nerves. And there goes the star pass.
Now
Beth Lord doing the good work.
Now what do Helsinki do? Yep, we call it off. Fair.
Oh my God in heaven.
Is this a fever dream?
I think I might be in some kind of like derby-induced nightmare. I do love this, Cherry, you're right. My producer looking at me like, what are you talking about? This is your favourite thing in the world. It is, but I hate it so much. Despise this. Dixie back on the line for the first time in a while. Oh my God, that was magic. I'm just jumping up and down. They are lead for London. Cormier receives the star pass for Helsinki.
Impressive stuff from Dixie.
Thank you for saying the words that I couldn't, because
There's
I'm so
fire
tense.
in those eyes.
Dixie just hopping around. Cormier picking up 4 points of her own. It's a tied game once more. And Dixie calls the jam with 3 more points.
We will take that when it's this close, right?
9 minutes, just under 9 minutes to go. Box is empty. Apologies in advance to whoever is about to go to the box because I've just cursed it. Helsinki really playing such a clean game. Only 25 penalties in total. London on 30. And that, to be fair, is due to a few kind of significant accumulations of penalties. But at the moment, Delta Strike has lead for London.
Delta not sure whether they could come back on track then.
But really smart to go back and recycle. You just don't want to risk it at this point. Ruotsalainen with the pivot. Stripe has now received the star. Oh, but a beautiful offensive clear by London on the inside. Gets Delta through for 4.
A bit of a Beth Lord special there, just that little shield on the inside line.
I want a Beth Lord special.
Delta and Beth have been working as an offense jammer pairing for quite a few years now, so it shows.
Yeah, they read each other's minds, don't
Yeah.
they? Malou having a bit of a dance revolution on the jam line. They're all smiling. How are they smiling? What's wrong with them all? Wolf wearing the star for London. And London in full defensive formation at the back. Wolf with 3 to beat. Swan now coming up for some offense. Jemima Lugora recycling to the front for Helsinki. This pack is stretchy. And Wolf picks up lead after 30 seconds.
Some really good patience from both jammers then.
Party Pants and Camerack Attack going in for a bit of offense. Pops Wolf through for 1 point. Hey, 1 point at this point feels like 10.
Yep, 12 points differential, 6 minutes 30 on the clock.
And a small pack on track, 2 in the box for London, 1 for Helsinki. Delta back out with the star. And Ninja.
So even with a smaller pack, Delta picking up lead there, that's very impressive.
Super quick star pass off to Ruotsalainen.
Helsinki have great pivots.
They really, really do. And it looks like London is going to run this jam to release these blockers. Both with 4 points.
The whole room shouting, call it there.
I don't know if you can hear me doing some deep calming breaths down the mic right now.
5 minutes to go.
5.5 minutes to go. I will be charging both of these teams for my therapist's bill this month because I'm going to have a lot of feelings to talk out.
Well, I mean, we can all agree, no matter what happens here, that this has been an incredible game.
Oh my goodness. Like, just a really joyful game as well, because to see both teams like at their best against each other is such a privilege, right? Like,
Yeah.
And we're seeing, you know, London's exceptional teamwork and Helsinki's remarkable resilience and Dixie's remarkable toe stop work.
5 leads in a
5 leads in
row.
a row for London. Nutilla has removed the star, now completes the initial.
Some lovely off-ramps from Valks there. Just tiny shield, but opens up enough room to get Dixie through.
And some very smart benching going on, you know, allowing Dixie just a little bit of time before they call the jam, shaving seconds off this game clock.
You notice Helsinki sets up in this kind of 2-2 split at the start.
A banana split style vibe.
And then just before the whistle, oh, they were doing a banana split vibe there.
Big hit on Wolf.
And it works.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf almost had that inside line. It was really bad luck, but Malou found that space and is lead for Helsinki. We've had a star pass to Beth Lord, who is at the back of the pack. And Beth Lord toe stops round to the outside. Malou goes, no thank you. Wolf sitting in the box as a blocker now. So London will have 3 out to Helsinki's 4.
I sense a timeout.
I sense a timeout in the offing because I can see jumping about. I just love that from the London bench in the middle. Waits until 5 seconds to score and goes, and now time out, please.
And of course, they wait until that last moment so they can take some of that time off the clock because they're ahead. They're just trying to, every second counts here.
Oh, we have just under 3 minutes.
And 9 points.
I really am interested to see how the rankings for all the teams this weekend will be affected after this, especially in proper nail-biters like this game. Can't wait to be a stats nerd for a few days after I've slept for 12 hours.
So 3 blockers on track for London, 4 for Helsinki. And that's Dixie out to jam, and for Helsinki we have... We think it's Speedy.
Speedy.
Hiding at the back there.
Some interesting formations going on here. London now circulating to the front of the pack.
There's a lot of psych out happening. Switches just before the whistle.
The psychological game. Sylvester in the pack as a blocker was playing as a jammer for most of this weekend, but doing some great work there to get Speedy through.
That was lovely, holding feet on the track there to pick up lead. Bit of a Matrix moment.
And Speedy flies through, not really touching many London blockers there.
Helsinki doing a great job of keeping Dixie shut down. It's splitting London's focus a little, which is allowing Speedy to rack up those passes.
Yeah, Dixie now makes it out.
It is so loud in here.
It is so loud. It's another lead change. What do you do at this point, kid? Do you...
Who am I?
Who are you? As a bench coach, what do you do? Do you put out, for instance, like a power pack of whoever's been playing the rest of this weekend, or do you trust the formations that have been gelling and doing a stellar job all weekend?
It's a good question, and a conversation I actually had earlier.
Well, what you do, you put out Delta Strike to get leads.
I think you trust the teammates that have been working together all game.
And there's a star pass to Helsinki. Delta calls it before Ruotsalainen. Sorry, I'm saying their name wrong. Ruotsalainen can put points on the board.
Do we have any points for this jam? I think we're 0.
And this is going to be, kids, our last jam, I think.
I'm really sad. I don't want it to be.
And they're going to put out Wolf. Dixie was on the line.
So I think what you would do in this situation is put out your best performing pack.
Yeah.
So look at the stats. See who's kind of perhaps been performing best against Malou, who's out, if you can get those stats. And that's the pack I would put out right now for London.
The brain power it must take to line up and bench a game of this caliber. I can't look. I'm not looking at the screen. I literally can't do it.
We have lead for Malou.
It's this lead for Malou.
A big hit on Wolf there, who's got the star in hand.
Malou being recycled back. She's waiting till that period clock runs down.
So Malou playing a bit of D. And we have a pass, a scoring pass. This is where that experience comes in, as that jammer.
Malou is not calling this jam, despite being told to by their bench. And it's Swan who's received the star now for London. And you wonder, is Malou doing this for rankings, for glory, for the sheer fun of it?
You can see that Malou's playing it quite safe with their play, though. Not really taking too many risks to ensure that they don't get a penalty.
We are in the last 40 seconds of the jam. And there it is. Oh, my Lord alive. The unofficial score
Lots of hugs.
is 155 to Helsinki All-Stars and 147 to London Brawling. What an absolute blinder of a game to finish this off.
I'm all red in the face.
That was unreal.
What a way to end the weekend. I really don't want it to be over, though.
And that's the final score. We hope you've enjoyed that game as much as I would say enjoyed announcing it, but my anxiety is very high. No, it's been an absolute joy and a pleasure to bring you this stream all weekend. We hope you've enjoyed it. We will let you go and recover from that game now. We're going to do thank yous and awards in-house. I've been Loud and Queer.
I've been Kid.
We've been joined by Very Cherry on production. We thank you so much for everything you've given us in joining us on the stream this weekend. And we hope you all love roller derby as more now than you ever have. Take it easy.